Yes, you've seen the title, but let me explain myself. No, Azulatch is not good. It's decent. It's still a way better game than BlueLock gambling, but I wouldn't say it's as perfect as everyone else claims. Listen, this game has dope animation, cool concept, but the future might be kinda bleak. Let me section this video in 3 parts. The first part is the polish, so basically how polished the game is and how clean it is. The second part is the boring gameplay loop, and third part is the constant animation reworks. So first, let's talk about Azulatt's lack of polish. And yes, I know that this game is not fully finished and is clearly not fully polished, but listen, Azulatch is completely bare bones, with many features just not there, like even after 6 updates. They even added different fucking weathers instead of a basic system, like kickoffs. Now this mechanic of just spawning in and grabbing the ball is flawed, and I mean extremely flawed. Or, I don't know, make it like real football where you flip a coin and if it heads or tails, you start with the ball. Just a tiny cutscene of the ref flipping the coin, and boom, that's legit. That would make the game so much smoother and cleaner, and just a bit more polished. There's other features that are clearly lacking from this game, like the basic lobby looking so ass. I don't know what happened, but every update they keep making this lobby worse and worse. I genuinely thought by like the 3rd update they would update this, but they have updated the main map more than the lobby. Yeah, the lobby you spawn in, so newbies are gonna spawn in and see this. It's genuinely terrible. I genuinely wish if they added like a little cutscene of all the players walking out of the facility and going outside. Secondly, it's the boring gameplay loop. This segment is heavily inspired by Lotus, so give him a subscribe. But the main thing that usually happens is that I joined in, I played for 50 minutes and I rage quit after seeing the barou cutscene the 7th time that day. And bro, that gets boring. Like if you want more engaging gameplay, and when I mean engaging, I don't mean just release unfinished buggy quests.
That shit is fucking trash, dog.
I mean adding a tournament system, like Smash Bros inspired. Like for example, you can play the NEL League. You join with 5 people in your server and another 5 in a different server. They have like a massive 5v5 match, 10 minutes long, with features like in and out. Anything to spice up the gameplay, or making a skilled competitive server where either you can choose any style without having to pay for it, or everybody has no styles, like it's just purely skill, or 1v1. But this can literally go infinitely, because the amount of ideas I have is gonna make this video like 30 minutes longer. So adding like a game mode like Jujutsu Kaisen Shenanigans or even fucking Bed Wars will add more replayability to this game. And finally, the constant revamp to the animations. One thing I generally dislike about Azulatch is the constant updating of animations, even though 90% of them do not need them. This is generally a waste of money. Look at Nagi's control variant, it literally looks worse and it's mechanically terrible. Listen, there's one thing I learned to do in game development or art in general. Do not remaster something over and over and over again.
Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change.
I'm not saying one revamp is bad. Like obviously, if something looks complete doo-doo pieces, then it's fair. But what I'm complaining about is when you remaster something like 20 times when it clearly does not need this. A massive example is say he did not need like 3 revamps. He did not need 3 revamps. I also feel like they could just use this budget or time to work on game mechanics that actually needed, like the quest system. It's buggy, it's terrible. Why release this? It's ass. And also, smaller critique, they need to try and stand out more. And Azulatch is doing a decent job at doing this. Look at Aiku and Barou. They're quite unique compared to every other style. I'm not saying the most unique in the world, but they're unique considering the material they have. So I feel like they've done a good job on IQ and Barou. And I think the next update is going to be Bachara. Which, the crazy thing is that Bachara does not get like many, he's not in many games. Like, sure he's in BlueLock Rivals, but BlueLock Rivals is generally shit. Let's not even talk about that game. Anyways, editor's note, basically yesterday, I think, hopefully this video releases like earlier than I expected it to. Basically Project Eagle has just released Rin, and let me tell you, it's shit. I'm gonna cover this in a different video talking about originality in BlueLock rival games, but yeah, Azulatch is definitely not a culprit of lack of originality, because instead they're the ones that make the originality and pave the way. But anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, because you know we're trying to reach 1K by the end of the year. I feel like it's getting kind of unlikely, but maybe we'll get there. And you know, I want to get our second channel monetized, and that would be cool. So thanks. See you in another video, hopefully.